And we're live, as far as we know. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm Carsey Blanton. That right there is Patrick Firth. Over there we have Joseph Plowman. We are here for your 14th rent party of this pandemic. We have now done 14 of these shows. How about that? How do you feel about that, everybody? As far as we know, this is going to be our final rent party. We're going to tell you more on that later, because don't worry, we're not going to stop doing live streams, especially because, like, half the world is currently still in lockdown, probably more than half of the world, population-wise. So we wouldn't just bounce out of your lives like that. That would be rude. But this is partly a celebration. It's a few different celebrations. Partly, it's our last rent party. That's a big celebration. Partly, it's our album release party. What? What? And partly also we're celebrating the fact that all three of us are now vaccinated. Pat just got his second shot yesterday. Pat, how do you feel?
I'm feeling like crap.
Yeah, Pat. He feels bad.
He dragging.
But you know what? Nothing better to do when you feel bad than play a show for a bunch of strangers on the internet. So, happy to do that right now. We're going to start with older songs, and then we're going to play you the entirety of the new album. So get ready. It's going to be exciting. But Stirst. So for roaches. 1, 2, 3, 4! Yeah! Walking through the city feeling so ferocious, I could take anyone. You ain't gonna see me run from you, no way, no way. Everything you said to me was so atrocious, you ought to take it back. If I had a punch to pack, I'd make you pay. You pay. I guess your mama didn't raise you right, and you wanna take it out on me. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I would be so ferocious. So ferocious. You wake up every morning feeling so malicious, mouth full of sour grapes. When you see a smiling face, it makes you mad, so mad. Everything I ever do is so delicious, I ought to cut a break. When I really contemplate you, I feel sad, so sad. I guess your mama didn't raise you right, and you wanna take it out on me. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I could be so ferocious. So ferocious. Well, you think you're tough, but before long you'll see that ain't no way to live. 'Cause the stuff that makes you strong ain't what you take, it's what you give. I guess your mama didn't raise you right, and you wanna take it out on me. You're just a bully looking for a fight, but you didn't know that I could be so ferocious. So ferocious. So ferocious. Boof. Yeah, that's right. Hello and welcome, everybody. It looks like some people are here. I'm going to take a quick look at the comments, make sure that you can hear everything, and it sounds like you can. And now I'm going to stop looking at the comments, because as many of you know, I usually don't read comments during these things because I'm just not that good at multitasking. I've seen people doing it on Twitch, and they're like playing a video game and singing a song and reading the comments at the same time. That is not me, my friends. Maybe it's a generational divide. Anywho, as my lovely assistant John is reminding you, please share this live stream with your friends on Facebook. They used to do watch parties and now they don't anymore, so you just click share under the video and then you say, Carsey Blanton and her band are so great and I love them so much and I can't believe this is the last rent party. I'm really sad. I'm crying right now, but hey, at least the pandemic will be over soon. Or whatever, you know, in your own words. Cool. We're gonna play some more songs. I kind of separated this first little set into Love and Rage also because in making the Love and Rage album and calling it that, I've realized that these have been my essential themes for a long time. I really only have two kinds of songs. I have love songs and hate songs or rage songs. So we're gonna do a little bit of the old ones and then we'll move on to the new stuff. We're gonna do one now called Vim and Vigor. I think this is a rager, I would say. This is more of a rage vibe. It's another like, how dare you say these things to me? Rah! I love those. 1, 2, Yeah. I know I got a dirty mind. It's in the gutter all the time. I don't believe that it's a crime. I consider it a service. This ain't 1954. It ain't a man's world anymore. So what you wanna take me for? Do I make you nervous? I roll up out Vim and Vigor, chopping at the bit, got my finger on the trigger. I'm pitching a fit, all lipstick and vinegar. Baby, do you dare me? You curse a blue streak like a drunken taxi. I don't give a fuck if you find me foxy. I do what I like to, 'cause I got moxie. And you don't scare me. You don't scare me. Oh no. Oh no. I know I got a lot of nerve. I ought to get what I deserve. Half a dozen men to serve me. Well, it stands to reason. A couple of them feed me sweets. A couple more to rub my feet. And one or two between my sheets. If I find it pleasing, I roll up out Vim and Vigor, chopping at the bit. Got my finger on the trigger, I'm pitching a fit, all lipstick and vinegar. Like, baby, do you dare me? Cause I move street like a drunken taxi. I don't give a fuck if you find me foxy. Do what I want to, 'cause I got moxie. And you don't scare me. Well, you don't scare me. Now I wake up every morning with something to say. Yeah, I got music to play. And lots of good loving all day. And you wake up every morning just hating on me. Well, ain't it easy to see who it feels better to be? Na 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 na. I roll up out Vim and Vigor, chopping at the bit, got my finger on the trigger. I'm pitching a fit, all lipstick and vinegar. Like, baby, do you dare me? Cause I blue streak like a drunken taxi. I don't give a fuck if you find it foxy. Do what I like to, 'cause I got moxie, yeah. And you don't scare me. No, you don't scare me. You don't scare me. Oh no. Oh no. Boom. Definitely a rage song. I don't know why I was wondering. I have two important things to tell you about. One is how fabulous my dress is. Look how fluffy. Look at this skirt. It goes on and on forever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's one. And then the second one is, so this is a rent party. And in case you've never been to a rent party before, a rent party is a thing where we try to pay the rent of the band, Joe and Pat. They've been in my band for a long time, and I'm a big fan of both of theirs, honestly. And I also wanted to make sure that they didn't have to get a new job in the pandemic. So the reason we do these is to pay the rent for the Joe and the Pat so that they can keep playing bass and keys so well until live shows come back. Why is this the last rent party, you ask yourselves? I'll tell you. It's because shows are coming back! We have a bunch of shows on the calendar. I'll tell you more about them later. But they start in like June, basically. July, really. So shows are sort of trickling back in right now. So we're doing one more rent party to make sure that they keep roofs over their heads for the month of May. And we're asking you to help make that possible if you can afford to do it easily and with joy in your heart. If you can't afford to do it and you just want to watch the show, that's absolutely 100% fine with us. But you know what? If you're rich, send $1,000. What's it to you? Moving on, we're going to do one now called Hot Night, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. This is kind of a love song. It's like a love song to the world, I think. It's a hot night and I don't feel like sleeping. I got too much commotion running around my mind. Some kind of second sight. I see the meaning of everything with the fever of the free and easy in the summertime. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. You got to steer it. Ain't nobody gonna live it for you. You better feel it now. It's a hot night. Hear the dogs in the distance. Hear the men coming down the street, picking up the trash, and it sounds like a fist fight, like a squalid existence. But they're singing in the dawning day like nobody asked. Ain't nobody gonna give it to ya. You got to steer it. Ain't nobody gonna live it for ya. So you better feel it now. It's a hot night and I don't feel like sleeping. Lying next to my lover and I can hear his dreams. I feel like rising bread, like a hot house flower, like I'm drunk on whiskey sour down the street in New Orleans. It's a hot night, lying next to my lover, and there's nowhere tomorrow that I need to get. So I say, not quite, don't take this night away from me. I don't feel like sleeping. I said I don't feel like sleeping. I said I don't feel like sleeping yet. I love the button at the end of that song. Deep, doop, deep. So like a little more bass.
Song
People are
is
asking for.
done.
I love to hear it, but you know who loves to hear it even more? Joe Plowman.
They love it.
They love it. Okay, another thing is happening, and here's what it is. The first 100 people that donate to this rent party are going to be entered in a raffle. What will they win, you ask?
Uh-oh. What?
Boom! The new CD, Love and Rage. Can you see it? Love and Rage. That's my name, Carsey Blanton. This is what the album looks like on the inside. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's beautiful. This is the track listing. Oh, first time revealed to the world. We're about to play all of these songs for you, by the way. We're going to sign... So we have 3 copies of the album to our name right now. We don't have any more CDs than 3 of them because the rest are in New Orleans. We're going to sign them right now, right here at this rent party to you, the winners of this raffle. People that win the raffle will get a signed copy of the CD, and it's a commemorative, special, final rent party edition signed CD. So it's pretty special. You'll probably be able to sell it on eBay one day for like tens of dollars. Probably $10, but still cool. Yeah. So yeah, donate now, any amount, and you'll be entered in the raffle, and we'll give 3 of those away, and we'll sign them to you. And in between, we'll play you songs, because that is what we like to do best. We're going to do one now called American Kid, and this is absolutely a rage song, even though it's a little bit sweet sounding. Sounds can be deceiving. This is from the Buck Up record, and it was kind of my first, like, fully political song, other than the song Fuck You, Donald Trump, which I wrote on election night in 2016. This was my second political song. 1, 2.
Once an American kid growing up on hollow ground, rode to the river on a pretty red horse in a pretty little country town. But I grew up fast and I cast my vote for the president, and I had my doubts but I still had hope until I read the finer print. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. Too, and I see them on the TV screen. Maybe they know not what they do, but I wish they'd say what they mean. We stole this nation fair and square, and a whole lot of people in chains, but it was all for the glory of God, I swear, and the glory of capital gains. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. Some have and others don't, but God loves all the boys and girls. God knows America won't. I hear them holler in my head. Can you hear that lonesome sound? Well, it may be true that we've made our bed, but I ain't taking it lying down. Don't look now, but it won't be long. They're gonna wonder what we did, and we'll have to admit that we done them wrong. God help the American kid. Oh, God help the American kid. God help the American kid.
Same as it ever was. Yeah, we were talking earlier today about the movie Children of Men. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've never seen it because I think, is it scary?
Yeah.
I can't watch scary movies because the real world is scary enough for me. So Children of Men, Joe was telling me about it. It's like a movie where nobody can have kids anymore. No one's had a baby in 30 years, and it's really sad. And I was like, that sounds kind of less sad than what we're doing now, which is it feels like the world is ending, but there's lots of children around. So we're just like, we fucked up this world. Here you go. So that's bad. But anyway, at least, there are hopeful things, and we'll talk about those soon. Is it time to play a hopeful song yet? No, but a happy one. That's good. Let's see. Love and Rage deals with a lot of these topics. There's a lot of grief and a lot of hope on that record, and you will hear all about it momentarily. I also want to mention that at the end of this rent party, so we're going to do 2 hours of music like we always do, and then right after that we're going to interview some of the people that made the album possible, including Joe and Pat. I'm going to interview Joe and Pat right here on this very screen. I'm looking forward to that. I don't think we've officially done that before. And then our producer, Tyler Chester, is going to join us, and we're going to interview him as well. And our booking agent, Laura Supan, and our manager, Nat Kleinschmit. And they will all be right here. But that's after the music. So first, more music. This is another love song, and it's sort of a genre of love song that I have a lot of, which is like one-night stands / ill-advised love affairs. I'm a fan, or at least I used to be before the pandemic. Now, these days, you're lucky you get any kind of love affair at all. So this one's called That Boy. 2.
That boy wears his clothes too tight, goes out drinking every night, comes home singing and picking fights. That's a sight to see. That boy, well, he's always broke, makes a crack, then he laughs at his joke. Looks like hell and he smells like smoke, but that don't bother me, 'cause he's wild, he's reckless, got out on his sleep at the sides of Texas, till it buys and it's unexpected, but just for old time's sake, I wanna make one last mistake. I wanna make one last mistake. That boy got a filthy mouth, somebody's mama ought to wash it out. He got a kiss like summer in the dirty South, and I don't mind at all, 'cause that boy is going to my head. Whatever I ought to be doing instead, gonna spend all day in his unmade bed. Boy, we'll have a ball, 'cause he's wild, he's reckless, got a heart on his sleeve by the sides of Texas. It's ill-advised and it's unexpected, but just for old time's sake, I wanna make one last mistake. I wanna make one last mistake. Yeah. Well, I used to be that kind of girl. Honey, I was a real live wire, and I thought that I had up and grown, but there ain't no outrunning all of that damn desire. But that boy, na na na, ooh, na 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 na. That boy, na na na, ooh, na 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 na. That boy, yeah.
Talking about that boy.
Hey, that boy, na na na, ooh, na 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 na.
Boom. That Boy, ladies and gentlemen. You know him. You've met him. You've probably dated him, but only briefly. Love and Rage is the new album. That's what it looks like. We're doing a raffle. You can get one of these signed by us right here at the last rent party of the pandemic. We hope. I wanted to say something about it, and I can't remember what it is. Maybe John will remind me, but maybe he doesn't know either. What was it, guys? Anyone? Anyone? Well, fine. Okay. I guess we'll just play a couple more songs then. and then we're going to play you the album. One thing that we decided to do, which I'm rather excited about, is play you some of the actual album tracks. So we're going to play most of the Love and Rage album live, but we're going to play you 3 of the songs on the internet through the magic of the computer from the real album. Did that make sense? I think you know what I mean. And that's partly because at least one of the songs really requires at least a percussionist, if not an elaborately programmed drum machine. So we are going to play you that one. But we're going to play a couple of the others too, just because we like them, and we think you might like them too. The Love and Rage album isn't officially out until Friday, April 30th. But it comes out tonight on Patreon, and that's why the album release party is today. So if you're a patron, you're going to get the streamable and the downloadable album files this very night and be some of the first human beings on the planet to listen to Love and Rage. I recommend it. And then also, if you don't feel like doing Patreon, donate to the rent party, and you will be entered in a raffle to win a copy of the CD, signed by all of us. All right, let's do Harbor.
Give me the juice on the upright.
Oh, sure. You know what? Why not? Let's give him the juice, folks. Ah, there it is. You know it, you love it. It's the upright bass. My first question for Joe in the interview is going to be, why'd you choose such a big instrument? Oh. Number one question Joe hears in airports.
Don't you wish you played the flute?
Oh. That's mostly what you guys get to talk about to strangers in public. Don't you miss it?
No.
It isn't safe out here, it's perfectly clear. I should have known it was a big mistake. I could have stayed at home, not answered the phone, and never given you my heart to break. But lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but it ain't what ships are for. Hearts are made for breaking, you were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea. We had a lot to learn, courage to burn. We were the cutest little fools in town. I was an awful mess, but you were the best, and I was trying not to let you down. But lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but it ain't what ships are for. Love is for the making, you were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea. It can seem insane, the wind and the rain, howling through the dark of the night. But when the stars come out, the darkest of doubt is nothing to the joy of their light. It isn't safe out there, and you're getting scared, and honey, you got every right to be. But the time is now, so steady the prow and go ahead into the mystery. Lovers run to ruin, soldiers run to war. Ships are safe in harbor, but it ain't what ships are for. Hearts are made for breaking, you were made for me. So batten down the hatches, honey, we'll sail away to sea.
Aww. Chandra says the bass here is one of my favorites. Shout out to Chandra, all the way over in London, I believe, where it is evening time, the proper time for a concert.
Grazie, Chandra.
Cool. Well, I really like singing that song lately. Oh, cool. We're at 50. We're halfway to the 100 donation mark. So if you get in the first 100 donors, you'll be entered in this raffle. And you might win a copy of Love and Rage, and it'll be signed by all three of us on this very day. One of the copies we have is extra special because it has cake on it. Pat, would you like to tell them why there's cake on your copy of Love and Rage?
Well, it was our food fight video. Yeah.
Interesting. And why did we have a food fight, Pat?
Well, because we were having a party at the end of the world.
Oh. It's true. And this floofy skirt that I'm wearing also has some cake in it. I tried to wash most of it out, but I'm okay with wearing a little bit of cake. I mean, where's the shame in that? It's not like I'm going out.
Not a real person if you don't have a little cake on you.
Yes.
I'm right here in my pocket.
Yeah, we decided to throw ourselves a party at the end of the world so that we could film it and make a music video out of it. We've really stretched the limits of our creativity as far as making music videos in quarantine. Pretty proud of that one because there were like 5 of us in there and we really created the mayhem feeling of a true party at the end of the world. It really felt like the world was ending. There was orange soda flying. We had to we had to sponge down the ceiling to get the orange soda off of it.
We were
So-
like the 1986 World Series.
Let's just let that reference hang. At least 2 people understood
Y'all
it.
can look that one up if you need to.
I'm going to switch mics, aren't I? Because we're going to do Mustache,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
we are.
I'm going to switch
Here, can you
mics. You're
turn
going to
this off?
switch bases. Yep. Let's do the whole thing. You guys will really get a good look now at the skirt. Look. It's big and floofy. Well, I got to move this.
Full of cake.
For the skirt is big and floofy and full of cake.
Yeah. What do they say? Walk softly, carry a big skirt. I feel like I've heard that.
With cake.
Wear a big skirt full of cake. That's Roosevelt, right?
There's always cake
Winston
in
Cake
the giant
Hill.
skirt.
There's cake.
Winston Cake Hill. That's right. Yeah. Here's a song. I decided this is a rage song because this is one of the things that I've been known to rage about in my life. Very important. Be serious.
Is this on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
cool.
on.
Just making sure, sorry.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. I remember it like last night. The night that I met you, you were putting on a necktie. You had a stick and poke tattoo. I said, my, good God, what have I got to do to get to know you, baby? You were handsomer than John Wayne, with your size 11 shoes. Said your daddy had an airplane, and you were drinking fancy booze. But when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke, honey. Why'd you have to grow that mustache? You know you could have been a member of a very exclusive club. You could have been a contender. I would have given you all my love. But when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke, honey. Why'd you have to grow that mustache? Well, every time I look at you, I feel the same. Why don't you cut it out? Every time you talk, I think it's such a shame. You had such a pretty mouth, such a pretty mouth. And when the fever finally broke, it all seemed like a terrible joke, honey. Why'd you have to grow that mustache? Why'd you do it, Pat?
Why'd you have to grow that mustache?
Why'd you have to grow that mustache?
Why'd you have to grow that mustache?
Why'd you have to grow that mustache? No, no, oh no. Beautiful. Yeah, guys. All right, yep. Switching back. Oh, very important question. Is the neon really there or is it an optical illusion? I'm just going to not answer that one because I want you to try and imagine with your minds how we would have done such a good job at that. And I hope that you think we really did. It's real. It's real. Okay, I gave up. It's LED neon lights. They're like, the little ones are like $20 on Amazon. The big one we had to have made, but it was worth it. Look how pretty it is. Okay, I think we've arrived at the album part of this album party, which is pretty thrilling because the very first track on Love and Rage, we are going to play you the real album track. It is not out yet, except that it's out in your own earballs right now where you sit, because I'm going to play it from the internet, and I think I have about 80% certainty that you are going to hear it. And John, if it doesn't actually play on the stream, please let me know. Here it is. Whew, I'm like really nervous right now. Whew, you guys are about to hear a real track from the album. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready for this?
Come on.
Let's do it. Okay, here it is. Party at the End of the World from Love and Rage, out next week. Here it is.
It's hard to tell, but here's a story. We're going out in a blaze of glory. It's too late now to fix this mess. So honey, put on that party dress. Oh, there's a party at the end of the world. Let's go to the party at the end of the world. We'll dance with a beautiful girl. It's our last chance. The party at the end of the world.
my gosh, that was it! Party at the End of the World. First track of the new album. Love and Rage. Right there. Boom. It's about to come out. Coming out this very night on Patreon. Coming out Friday on the rest of the world. On the planet Earth. Woo! Really exciting times. Alright, we're going to play most of the rest of the album live here for you. And we're going to start with track 2, which is called Down in the Streets. I don't know if people are asking, but I'm going to go ahead and say anyway. The cover art from the album, all of these cover photos were taken at real live protests in the city of Philadelphia, where we are right now, and where we were protesting this last summer. That's the crazy June 1st protest where a lot of people got tear gassed. And then the Philadelphia Inquirer wrote a very important expose about it, which the New York Times later jumped on the bandwagon of, for the record. So down in
first.
Yeah. So Down in the Streets, I wrote right after that protest, the June 1st one, where a lot of people were getting tear gassed, and it was really crazy. And if you want a copy of the album and you don't have one yet, you can donate. We're up to 64 people, so the next 36 people, if I know how to do math, which I might, can get entered in this raffle to win a CD. Down in the Streets. This is just me, right?
Yeah.
Mama, it's a disaster, going faster and faster, and all of my heroes turning out to be bastards. Ain't no peace to be found in this company town, 'cause the house will keep winning till we burn the house down. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight for all our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Well, they call it a riot, 'cause we ain't keeping quiet. But if you've been listening, we know you don't buy it. And they say we've been stealing, but who's the real villain when we can't even make a living? Now they're making a killing. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight. All our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Well, they can lock us up and they can knock us down, but we're the ones who run this town. We're gonna shout it out until we make them face. We're the ones who own this place. They can lock us up and they can knock us down, but we're the ones who run this town. We're gonna shout it out until we make them face. We're the ones who own this place. So all my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gonna fight for all our friends in the up above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Boom. Whew, okay. Apparently Facebook streaming may have gone down. And I bet it's because we played a recording of my own song that I wrote. Ooh.
Whoa.
Wow. Let me think for a minute about how to do this. I wonder if you can... We might have to go away and come back, is my guess. Because I think it got taken down. Okay, if you're on YouTube watching right now, please, I think I can close this and reopen it. And we've never tried this before, so fingers crossed. I'm going to end this stream and start a new stream on YouTube, and we hope that you can find it. It'll be on my YouTube, Carsey Blanton YouTube page, if nowhere else, and on my Carsey Blanton Facebook page. It should pop right up. If it doesn't, I'm really sorry. Fingers are crossed. It did not occur to me they would take it down from playing my song, but here we go. All right, I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys.